because I don't want to miss it. We're going to submit a sitemap. So we learned all about Google Search Console last week. And one of the things you do inside Google Search Console is you submit a sitemap. So I'm going to ask you all to go over to Google Search Console and we are going to submit a sitemap. You can follow along. You can do it with me on your own stuff, or you can just watch. I think it'd be fun to do it with me. So you're going to go over to Google Search Console. Now, I just want to point out that different sites, I know so many tabs, right? Different sites, if you're on Squarespace or Wix or Shopify or WordPress, it's all going to be slightly different. Failing, correct me if I'm wrong, Wix submits a sitemap for you?
Yeah, you can, as part of the setup, they have an SEO wizard, and it will automatically connect you to Search Console. I think it'll auto verify and auto submit your sitemap, I believe. It's been a while since we've done it, so.
Yes. There will be this, because who doesn't want an extra slide deck? It's very short, don't worry, we already went over this. So remember we talked about the two different kinds of sitemaps. You can read all about the sitemap if it's boring, so why? But the sitemap looks like this, right? It's the XML sitemap. So if I want to see my own sitemap, I'd go over and I'd type into Google after my URL that sitemap _ index.xml. Now I'm using WordPress, so that's the format for WordPress. And then this is what your sitemap looks like. And that's pretty similar to this little thing here. And don't worry, I have in these beautiful slide deck what you do for each site. So there's the WordPress one. There'll be this other video that's about a year old with Phelan doing the sitemaps. And then there is WordPress, and Wix automatically does it. Squarespace looks like it's the same as, almost the same. It's .xml, not underscore. But so that's available to you. And when we go to add a sitemap, it's going to look like this. You just follow this. But let's do it together. So I'm going over to Google Search Console. I am typing in my business name if I don't see it. So if I don't have a window like this, we're going to click on the hamburger menu. That should open up your website. So if you have more than one website, just type it in there and go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So the sixth one down, left-hand side vertical column. Under index, we click on sitemap and it opens it up, and you'll never guess how easy this is. Okay, so if I haven't done it before, I'm just going to type in, so sitemap _ index XML, right? So go back to the sitemaps. I'm going to paste, and now you can see, like, I can do sitemap.xml, so it's looking like that in the future it might not matter. And if you do it wrong, it's not a big deal. It'll say couldn't fetch. So I want y'all to try it, and then we're just going to hit submit. And this is what happens. It's very exciting. Only thanks for a couple of minutes. Okay, submitted successfully. You'll be notified if anything goes wrong. Got it. Okay, so it's saying May 11th. Yes, 2009 submitted. So that was the last time I submitted mine. That looks, but here, we've done it here. It's submitted and it's last read. It's successful. If I want to click in, it indexed 100, discovered 130 URLs. I can see what's going on. And that is it. So if I was on Squarespace, right? Just all you're putting is sitemap.xml. Same as the Shopify. And if you're on Wix, you don't worry about it. And that is how you submit a sitemap. And as you can see, I don't submit them all the time. I guess it's about a year apart. I swear I must have done it in 2020. But it also says when it's last read, so that's also helpful. Looks like it was indexed yesterday. Does anybody want to give that a go and get support with sharing their screen? Dun, dun, dun.
I don't, because I can't find my login.
Hey Google, stop.
This is a real problem working from home.
Oh yeah, that is. Oh, so you don't. Are you on your home computer?
I am, and because we're not allowed to work from home, I don't have anything set up on my personal computer.
Do you have your own website? Not yet.
No.
You're not blogging yet.
But soon.
That's okay. We can do it next time, and you can see how easy it is.
It does look easy. How often should you do it, or is it just when you make changes?
Like when you do your new website, when you turn it over, I would definitely submit a sitemap just to get it re-indexed.
Okay.
And then you can see the last time I did it was 2019. That's not true because I did it last year. I don't know what.
Yeah, it was the index one that you've resubmitted it, so there's a new date that it would be. It gets the old date that you submitted it on.
Is this the same place that you would do redirecting through? If you want to redirect from one page to another, is that done?
No, this will be done inside of your WordPress site in the admin. There'll be a plugin that like 301 redirects, or there's a whole bunch that you can pick from, or rank math.
I use redirect.
Rank math has it built in as well. That's an SEO plugin that we've been using.
Or we actually just use what our clients have on their site, so I don't think.
It's not really well, and it's good to try out different tools to see which ones you like of certain things, and just not get overly.
Yeah, the redirection process is boring and arduous, and there are some, not gonna lie, some SEO tasks that are have fun, very dry.
That sounds.
But I think it's knowing the concepts is what really matters, and then knowing that this is something you're supposed to do. Like we do use some third-party things, like we use something called Bright Local, which you'll learn about. I have some exciting things for you this week though, coming up on Thursday, just so you know. So we're doing Google My Business, and there is a couple Chrome extensions that I'm going to list out in the Facebook group to get, but I'm going to tell you them now. And I just found a new one, which I'm really excited about, because it gives you 5 audits. It's called GMB Everywhere. It gives you 5 local SEO audits, I think a month or something. Of course, I used them all up yesterday. But that and Be Spy is another Chrome extension we're going to be using. I think those are the main tools. So there's a slide deck on Thursday. It's going to have lots of digital toys you can play around with, which are really fun. But yeah, so bring your Google My Business or Google Business profile, and we're going to learn all about that, which is local SEO strategy. So super important. Did anybody want to do their sitemap? Michelle, I know you can't. Helena, let's put you on the spot. She's like, I'm busy working on something else. Yes. Nope. Yep. I was right. Haha. Okay. We got 15 minutes. I was actually going to submit the sitemap and record it, even if nobody showed up today. But Phelan, why don't we do another one? Why don't you do a sitemap for a Square?
Sure.
And then we'll say we've done it. Karen, if you want to do it too, we can. Oh, how often? Sorry, Helena, I get it. How often should we submit sitemaps? It's a personal choice. I'd probably do it quarterly. That's where I would land. Phelan thinks you only do it once and you never do it again.
Yeah. this is again going back to the whole SEO. Like Google says officially that you only need to submit it once, but then people have done tests and they've submitted it, and so they swear. But it's a little bit of augury and divining the will of the gods, basically, as to what actually is working.
Well, yeah, the sitemap, all it's doing is telling the bots, hey, this site's ready to be indexed or re-indexed, and so they'll be looking at, like, when you do a site, I wonder if I can show you, when you do, maybe you can't feel it, when you do a sitemap, you can see in the sitemap, it shows freshness of content. So if you've updated your content.
Yeah, it'll have little markers of like date that it was updated. And so it's just a way to, Google knows, oh, someone's actually taking care of this website.
I'm wondering if we can show that. Let's see. We can show it in Yoast, right?
Which part?
What it looks like when it does it, like if the content's been changed.
Yeah, I can show it as well.
Share your screen.
Yeah, I'm just bringing up the sitemap so we can take a look at what it looks like.
Yeah, so Karen, anytime you add pages, revise your site, but how about when you write a blog post? Some people submit every time they write a blog post. If you want to get indexed, like if, for instance, if it's something in your industry that you're writing about and it's like very current, I might submit a sitemap. Ooh.
So
fine,
this
right?
looks like a bunch of code here, but I zoomed in and you could see last mod, meaning last modified, and then it has date. And this is on a Squarespace site, so you can see sitemap.xml. And so what we're going to do, go over to Monsieur Search Console, and then go for, get out of the way, it's www. And then we're, of course, going to sitemap. Oh, it was submitted on the 7th, but it was last read on the 6th. Weird.
I don't think that's right. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think they officially say that it takes up to 3 months for them to actually scan the site properly, even if you submitted the sitemap. So just bear that in mind as well.
This is a very small site. Yeah. So it's fun. Sitemaps are easy and something you should do, especially like if you are like launching a new site. That's when I would always do it. Yeah, so if I wrote a blog post currently about Google Analytics 4 because it's top of mind for everybody, I might submit my sitemap to get indexed because I like being at the top of Google. Yeah. So I think that's cool. And that's it, really. Hard work, right, guys? I know. I should have brought. We can do some keyword research if you like.
Or answer any other questions you guys might have.
It's true.
I have a question about Screaming Frog.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So I installed it.
Yeah.
And then put in the URL, and it came up with a message to say that for free it can only crawl 500 URLs.
Yeah.
So right away it made me think, like, how many pages and different URLs should I be aiming for on our new website? Because our current website, because it's so big and used to incorporate so many campuses, I'm sure those are the pages that are making like so many. But how many should we be aiming for? Like, what's a good number?
That's a great question.
Yeah, it's going to be the classic, it depends.
Welcome to the SEO.
Yeah, that it has to do with the context. Definitely cutting out the bloat, pages that aren't ranking, pages that aren't getting any traffic, that are just generally clogging up the site. Those are definitely ones you want to get rid of.
So we're going to learn how to do that when we're doing audits, because that's the content audit. And then you can find out what pages they're telling you to get rid of.
Which was my next question. Where in the first 500 should I be looking? There's a lot.
One thing to clarify, when they say URLs, they don't actually mean individual pages on your site. They mean 500 scans of a site.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, that was,
Then
I totally get what you're saying, because I would have easily hit the limit before, but we've never hit the limit on the free, and we use it fairly regularly. So it's what I think it is that people are using it to do, like Karen said, spying on competition. So you put in like some people have uploaded a CSV of all their competitors' URLs and then had it all spit out. And there's automations you could do with it. There's some cool stuff that you could do with it, but it's definitely more advanced, large scale stuff where you're going to hit that limit. I think you're safe. I don't think you're gonna
do it.
Do it.
Have you done it? Did you do it?
Yeah, I'm in here now. Let me see if I can share the screen. I can.
And while you do that, I'm just going to answer Helena's question, because I tried to answer it last week or yesterday, Helena, but you weren't there. Contact us page, you can optimize for a keyword, and you should try to do all the best practices. So what are you trying to do on a contact us page? You're trying to get people to fill out the form and make sure they feel confident in doing so. And I would just let them know in my title that it's the contact us page. So I might, for my contact us page, be like, digital marketing agency, see more digital media, contact us, right? Do my title. And it would be like digital marketing agency might be my keyword. And I might try to optimize doing the titles and text. And okay. I hope that helped.
So with this, when you first open this, you're going to want to be on your right-hand column, the window there where it says crawl data internal, where it's highlighted right now and it says all.
It's there.
Yeah, on the
right-hand side.
Yeah, where it's highlighted with the green and white.
Oh,
where it says
yes,
all.
yes, got it. Okay.
Yeah. We want to click on you want to click on HTML, not all, because it's not open. You got to click on the little the little arrow next to internal.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then click on HTML.
Okay.
And so now this is only pages on your website. Everything else, that was like PDFs, images, so this is the URLs that are on your website. And what you could do is click export at the very top, and then you'll have a spreadsheet of it.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah.
So we've only got 168 pages. That's it.
That's what they say.
And somebody
that's promising. This is amazing.
Yeah, and if you export the one that says internal, you'll get the page titles and the meta descriptions at the same time, because there's further rows to your on the right of that panel. No,
yes,
at the bottom.
I was looking at them up here.
Yeah, but if you scroll across the bottom, if you see a little higher up, there. Oh, you're just over it.
What are we doing?
We're trying to move in the left panel where it says list of URLs.
Oh, you want the little squiggly arm thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
My video things were in the way. I'm sorry.
Go to the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
At the two boxes at the top. Yeah, right there. You just did it.
Yeah.
That thing. Pull and push and.
Or no, you could scroll side to side, right? Like you're scrolling on the document where it says massage http://collegeofthemassage.com/Victoria, like any of those URLs. Yeah, you're just over it. Just down a little bit. No,
like
a little
bit up.
Up there.
Like there.
Yeah. Oh, down a little bit. There's a scroll.
Ooh,
yeah. So now. Yeah, this is done by engineers. You could very much tell those coders, because like everything's very small. They try to fit as much as they could. But this will tell you the page length. This will also tell you like the page title length, the meta description length, H1 on the page is, how long it is. And then if you want to know which ones are issues,
yes,
what you do is on the right-hand column where we saw internal, scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
And we're going down. Keep going. Okay, this is good. Okay, we got response codes. This is going to tell you 200s are good, 300s are okay, 400s and 500s are bad. So if you keep scrolling down a little bit,
So 500 is, oh, that's all.
bad. You have 2 400s, so that's good. You can see it says
That's
client
good.
error 4XX.
Fourth one down after
Yeah.
success.
Oh, yes. Yes.
There's 3. Yeah, those are redirects. And there's nothing in those. And then you have 2.
That's easy to fix. That'll be good.
Yeah,
That's an easy fix too.
Oh yeah, for how old your website is, like that
Great.
few errors is pretty impressive. And then if you keep scrolling down, see we got page titles, we've got 16 that are duplicates, 93 that are over 60 characters, 15 under 30 characters,
How do
900.
I figure out what they are? Like,
Click on it.
you just click on it and it'll you go to one like.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
and it'll just filter it out, and then you can see exactly which ones are too long.
So when we do an audit of a business,
Oh.
we do a bunch of different tests on the site. This is one of the tests because one of the first things we would fix for user experience are those 404 pages. And then we'd be like, oh, I need to do meta mapping. I need to have all my pages on my site, and I need to know what Phelan and I and one of our team members is working on is pulling out this information and pulling it right into a meta mapping spreadsheet. So it's all done automatically. It's going to be so great. But
Wow.
then you can slowly, systematically go through each page and get a keyword and then optimize for that keyword.
Exactly.
And so that's why SEO takes a long time, because it's a lot of work. But when you get into a process, it's super fun. So this is one of the best tools ever. And the
Yeah.
free-
This is like a cornerstone of us doing our job, is basically this one tool, as you can see, because it finds you even got 17 pages that are low content, meaning less than 300 words. It'll tell you that you've got 6 images that are over 100 kilobytes and 26 missing alt tags.
Yeah, so we'll go into image optimization. We have a whole class on that. If you are on a WordPress site, it is something you need to pay attention to because it's what's going to make your site pretty heavy.
Yeah. And there's only a couple spots that you really need to pay attention to. The big ones are the page style, meta descriptions, H1, and the images and the content. Those are the ones that I say focus there. That's where you're going to get the biggest gains.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. That's what we're here to.
This is super fun. Honestly, it's
Amazing.
nice to see the little aha moments too.
Yeah.
Sure. This is very cool.
Yeah. This is what makes you an SEO. Now all of you can call yourself SEOs. And with that, we're out of here.
Thank you.
We will see you tomorrow for class on Google My Business. And we'll chat soon. Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
No problem.
Bye.